Hey there everybody, this is Bryan Ewald here at the PRS factory in Maryland, and what we're having a look at today is the newly reintroduced Paul's guitar. So Paul's guitar came back in a limited production for the 2018 experience with a few changes to the electronics. Those are included in this version. But the overall specs of the Paul's guitar, mahogany body with a maple top. This is the one-piece wraparound stoptail piece, non-adjustable with the brass inserts. Paul is a big fan of the non-adjustable bridge. He feels that you give up some sustain and tone for adjustability. As long as you're using a standard set of strings, this will intonate perfectly. Three-way toggle switch, a master tone, a master volume. These two mini toggles will take these from humbucker to single coil mode. I have a Honduran rosewood fingerboard with the new brushstroke birds. It is a mahogany pattern neck. The pickups themselves are called TCI pickups, which stands for tuned capacitance and inductance. The design of these pickups and the way that the split happens came from Paul and John Mayer working on the 635 JM pickups in the Silver Sky. He started off with a sound in mind that he wanted and tuned these pickups to that. So when they're in the humbucking mode, they have the sound of a really big, almost P90. They sound like a big single coil, but quiet. When you switch these out, it is switching it to a true single coil. So in the past, the way to achieve a humbucker into a single coil sound is either by a coil split, where you're taking one of the two coils and grounding it out, although it is not completely out of the circuit, it still affects the tone. The other way is to tap into one of the coils, so instead of getting 100% of both coils, you get 100% of one and a percentage of the other, which helps minimize volume drop off. You get a little bit of hum cancellation, but again, you're not getting a true representation of a single coil sound. So what he has achieved here is found a way to remove the other coil completely from the circuit so it is not affecting it at all. So you're hearing a true single coil when you're in that second position. So let's go through and actually hear what it sounds like. So I'm going to start off in the bridge pickup with these toggle switches down. These two pickups are in full humbucking mode. So I'll show you what each sounds like side by side, and in the center position you have quite a few options because you can switch from bridge humbucker, neck single, vice versa, both single, both humbucker. So there's 4 different possible sound combinations just in the center spot alone. So as a bridge with a humbucker, now switching to single coil, you can hear there is a little bit of hum. It is a true single coil, but the volume drop is not terrible. In the center position, this is both humbuckers, both a single, neck is a single, bridge is humbucker, vice versa. And finally, moving on to the neck pickup, this is as a humbucker, and as a single coil. And I'll go through a couple of those sounds with a little bit of gain on them. Starting off, while we're here in the neck pickup as a single coil, I'll just put on some light gain and show you how great the single coil sounds with some bite to it. Same thing, the bridge pickup with just a light gain. And let me put on a little bit of heavier gain and listen to the bridge pickup as a humbucker. I don't know if I've personally ever played a guitar that does the humbucker and single coil thing together as well as this does. I grew up as a single coil player, so I'm very particular about single coil sounds. And I love the character of these humbuckers. They're a nice lower to medium output humbucker that have lots of musicality and texture and color. If you're a single coil fan and you're looking to dip your toes in the water of a humbucker guitar that is really usable in every position, every sound, I highly recommend you check out one of these Paul's guitars. There's always a little bit of extra pressure when you're demoing the Boss's model.